So my portion is going to be a vision-based leading and core-based leadership. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I'm a certified business and life coach, and I basically do vision-based coaching. So all in life and everything I do, whether it's personal or business, it's all vision-based. I was born in Oslo, Norway, and I've lived all around the world, and just had a bunch of experiences in life which have, created some growth. And I did receive my MBA, and I have over 20 years experience in the corporate world. So I come from the left brain, moving into the right brain, trying to create some balance. And I have a core belief that everyone is deserving to live a life filled with health, wealth, and inner well-being. And all that starts with how, our self-talk, what we believe, our core beliefs and paradigms, all that. So we're going to go into some of that today, but first I want to have some agreements for today. So we're going to have a technology-free zone. So if everyone can just turn off their phones, that would be fabulous. We want to keep our vibration at a certain level. All right, car is a good thing. Car is a good thing. And for today, we're going to protect our energy by no criticizing, no complaining, and no gossiping. So we're going to do that throughout the day. That's an agreement we have for today. And that means self-criticism too. We all have that little talker inside us that says, oh, this doesn't apply to me or something. So for today, no criticizing, no complaining, and no gossiping. And so the 3 T's for transformation is first you have to tune in. So you want to stay present and stay focused and try to take in as much as possible. And I want you to turn up your volume on your engagement. So if you're usually pretty quiet in the back of the room, I want you to step it up a notch. If you usually clap like this, I want you to go, yeah! Just turn up the volume, turn up the energy, and get engaged. And then you have to have a transformational willingness. And that is just that you're willing to listen, you're open to what is being said, open to learning, open to change. All right, so are we all in on that?
Yeah.
Yeah! All right, good. All right, so it has been said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're probably right. That was Henry Ford. So, again, pay attention to what you're saying to yourself. There we go. And you are far greater than you know. And you're capable of so much more than you think. And I know that because you're here. And I know that because you're breathing. Everyone's breathing, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. So we're all capable, and we all are able to achieve wonderful things. All right. And people rarely succeed unless they're having fun. Right?
Absolutely.
So how many of us have fun doing what we're doing?
Woo.
Woo! Yeah! All right, a room full of fun people. I like it. All right, so the #1 life mastery tool is pay attention to what you're paying attention to. And that basically is to be the observer of yourself and your thoughts, what's going on. All you have to do is pay attention. You just, what am I thinking? What thoughts float through your head? How do you react to things? What are you doing? So I wasn't going to do this today, but we made a little last-minute change. So with that in mind, and since this is about leadership and success, I'm going to take out some money. And I, personally, love money. I love money. And, I just have a love affair with money. It goes, I love money. All right. So pay attention to what you're paying attention to. What are you thinking?
I love money too.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Sexy.
Ooh, sexy. I like that.
Green's a good color.
Yeah.
I want your money.
Is it real?
Good question. I do get so many different options or like different opinions on this. Some people just sort of go, "Oh my gosh, she's greedy." Is it real?
Pretty.
Has she lost her mind?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And all those are just judgments, right? They're just judgments. They're beliefs, they're paradigms. But you know what? Money heard you.
Oh, good.
Money heard you. And money's just energy. So money goes where energy flows and where it's loved and respected, just like all of us do. So you want to treat your money right. You want to respect it, and you want to love it, right? I did this exercise with Mercy. We cleaned out her wallet. We did a little love affair with money. And she told me the next day after she had cleaned it and she had really taken some ownership of her wallet and her money, the next day she had some money in her bank account. And I went, yeah. So, just notice what you're noticing. That's all I'm going to say. It's the #1 life mastery tool, and like at first you pay attention to things after the fact, and then you start noticing as it happens, and then you can actually start having a little bit of control of your thoughts and your minds. Whoops, sorry, I'm running
That's
away.
okay.
All right. Your why, and your vision is your what. So first we want to figure out what is our purpose and what is our why. So your statement of why is basically who you are. It's your unique gift or contribution to the world. It's that burning desire inside of you. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning. Your purpose is basically your ultimate destination. It's what you want to achieve. So what is your purpose? And what is your why? Now, your purpose can come from a story, or your life story. Your purpose can come from somebody who has inspired you. Your purpose can come from, a TV show you saw when you were younger and you were like, oh, wow, I want to do that. And it became a burning desire within you. Okay? So your purpose could be that you want to be beneficial presence to others. You want to make a difference in the world. You want to bring your unique gifts and talents to the world and share them. You want to spread joy. You want to spread happiness and prosperity. What is it inside of you? Mine is I want to help people know they are more than their past and more than their circumstances. And I want to move them from surviving to thriving. And anyone who has survived something knows that there's a gap between surviving and thriving. And that's what my purpose is. And my purpose came from my story. So as you all know, I was born in Oslo, Norway. And my father left when I was about 9 months old. And then my mom was left being a single mom with 3 girls. And she married my stepfather. And my stepfather was not a nice man. So we had some abuse in the house, both physical and sexual. And then, again, that created some beliefs inside my head. I'm not worthy. I'm not deserving. This is what happens to girls like me. I was told this is happening because I love you. Wow, okay, so that's what love is. So all these things pop into your head and they stay there. And so I then got married at a young age and started my own family. And I married an abusive husband because that's a pattern. And I wanted to make sure that I protected my children. So it was better for me to be hurt than my children. And I was forced, I would pray to God that, something happened. I'm like, just make a change. Well, he did, because my ex-husband almost killed me one day. And my choice was either lose your kids, get out and start a life. Obviously, I started a life. So it starts you on a healing process. You have to figure out who you are. You have to learn to love yourself. You need to figure out, what's my why? Why am I here? Why am I experiencing all this stuff? And instead of making it a negative, it's like I knew that I was put on this earth to know how you don't treat people, how you don't use your power. You don't use your power to hurt somebody. You don't use your power to control anybody. You use it to build people up. So that is my purpose. That is my why. That is why I do what I do, because I want to build people up. And I want to know, or them to know, that they can do more than survive. And they can thrive. And their past doesn't matter. My past doesn't define who I am. My essence and who I am defines who I am. And that is what defines you too. It's who you want to be, it's who you are, it's what's inside of you. All right, and then our vision becomes our what. So some of us were told, not to daydream and, that. I say, daydream as much as you want. Have at it. Daydream up a huge dream. Right?
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want to succeed. We want a big vision. We want a big dream. And why do we create a vision? Because without a destination in mind, we're going in circles. I don't think anybody here has called Southwest or Delta and said, I want to fly somewhere.
Well, actually, I have.
Just, anywhere.
Get me out of here.
Yeah, well, we could. And then they'd say, where do you want to go? Oh, I don't know, somewhere nice.
Pick something. I don't
Go somewhere nice. They would be like, okay, what's nice to you? Some people nice is, snow in the Antarctic. Some people it's the beach down in the Bahamas. You have to let them know. You have to give direction. You have to paint a picture. Right? And we don't go to the store and say, or call Macy's and say, I want a nice dress for tonight.
Well, that too.
I'll take whatever you send me. It's like, well, what size are you? What color do you like? Okay, we need some details around this. We need to create a vision. We have to paint a picture. All right. Completely don't follow my notes, and that's just what I do, so that's fine. And I encourage everyone to ask the question, not what can I do, not what should I do. It's what would I love? What would I love? Paint a picture of what you would love. It's like, I want you to get out of bed in the morning and go, yes, another day. I am going to create something wonderful. Throw open the blinds and be excited. If you work from home, great. Are you excited to sit at your desk or do whatever you're doing? Are you excited to go to work and to leave? Do you actually inspire others to have a wonderful day? Is that the kind of leader you want to be? That you inspire others and you say, and you encourage them so that everyone's happy and everyone has a vision and everyone can work together. So, in visioning, I usually work in 4 quadrants, which is your well-being, your relationships, your creative expression, and your time and money freedom. So, since this is a leadership conference, we're going to work on number 3 today. It's going to be your creative expression, which is how you express your gifts in the world. How do you show up in life? So, In front of you also is like 4 pieces of paper that sort of helps guide you on how to create a vision for each one of these quadrants. So if we're going to work on our creative expression, or our work, how we lead, let's just zoom a year from now. So it's June 3rd, 2017. What are 3 things that have occurred during the past year that has made it a success? If we were all to meet here a year from now, you know, what are 3 things that would have occurred that would make that year a success for you? And write those 3 things down. What amount of money would you love to have generated during the past year? Mm-hmm. Yeah, write it down. From
Is
today.
that one of the 3 or no?
No, this is separate. So.
It was one of my 3.
Oh, well, there you go. So write it again. Affirm it. What amount of money pops into your head would you love to have generated when we meet a year from now? Well, it's really important that we have a vision for our leadership, our business. I don't know if everyone's entrepreneurs here or not, or if they just work, not just, that was the wrong word, that they work in a corporation or a company. But either way, you want some sort of vision on how that is going to move you forward. Because we don't want to stagnate. We always want to up level. So we're always moving up the ladder. And in writing your vision, there are certain guidelines. So you always start with gratitude, right? You write, I'm so happy and grateful now that. And you want to write everything in present tense, as if it's already happening. And you want it full of feeling words. You want to be excited. You want it to be juicy or lucrative. I'm so happy and grateful now that my life work is fun, easy, and lucrative. Because the feeling words create a certain vibration, a certain feeling inside you. And no avoidance goals. So the best one that I have for that is, you don't want to say, I want to get out of debt. That's an avoidance goal, because the reality is that, for me, I say the universe or our brain, our subconscious, latches on to the debt. Okay? It doesn't latch on to get out of. It latches on to debt. So what you want to do is, I pay all my bills in full and on time every month with plenty left over. Right? That's present tense, it's positive, it's moving us forward. And then, we don't want to vision or dream with closed hands. We want to have open hands, because the reality is that we can dream and think of things, but we always have our experiences as our guidelines. So if we want to accomplish something that is greater than what we have accomplished, we might not even be dreaming up the biggest dream, right? There might be something even better out there. So I like to end it with, for all this or something even better still. I'm going to dream with my open hand. I might vision and dream this, but if you got something better for me, awesome. All right, so are we ready to move on to our leadership philosophy? I think all leaders need a leadership philosophy. So leaders need to, first of all, think about leading. And they need to think about selecting their core values. So others will know what is important to you and what to expect from you. And then, of course, what you're going to expect from them. And then you want to share it. And you want to live it. Right? So what's important to me as a leader? I want to first get clear on it. And then I want to be able to share it so that others can hold me accountable for my own leadership philosophy. And then you know what to expect from me. And you also know what my expectation is from you. And I want to live it. Because I believe you have to be what you want. And you have to live what you're expecting from others. Sorry. So, here's my leadership philosophy. It came up a little small. So what's important to me is health and well-being. So it's, both spiritually, emotionally, physically, and socially. So I want everyone to maintain healthy work-life balance. That's important to me, and that's what I want others to do. So spend quality time with your family and friends. I expect anyone under me to do the same thing. So eat well, stay fit, and take time off. I don't expect people to work 24/7. I don't want it for myself. I wouldn't want it for anybody else. Continuous growth and improvement, both personally and professionally, is important to me. So anyone who works for me or with me, I encourage that. Keep learning and keep improving yourself. Stagnation is not simply standing still. It is slow decay. And we don't want to decay. So strive to become a bigger, better version of you. And for me, dignity and respect is important. So treat everyone well. It's simple. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Do not ask of others what you are not willing to do yourself. Live what you teach. Find the good in everyone and everything. I believe in silver linings. Be a person of increase in every encounter and make a difference. So with that, you want to have a win-win-win situation. You want it to be a win for me, I want it to be a win for you, and I want it to be a win for everyone. So it's a win-win-win. And fun and joy is important to me. So to maintain a sense of humor, while being aware of and practicing professionalism, it's important to have fun. You can be a professional and have fun. Laugh and have fun. We can't be too serious. I lived a life really serious. It's not fun. I think my first 40 years were pretty serious. So I'm all about having fun now. So how can I create more fun and joy in my environment? If everyone has that mindset, it just raises the vibration. Delight and surprise. I like to delight and surprise. And look for ways to add joy and value to others. So those are my leadership, that's my leadership philosophy. So I encourage that, you find what's important to you. You go deep in, your leadership philosophy comes from your core values. It's what's important to you. Well, health and well-being is important to me. And growth is important to me. I think, I need to step it up and I need to keep learning. I need to keep fine-tuning my skills. Dignity and respect, fun and joy. And family is important to me. So those are my core values, and so you want to live from those.